everybody. My name is Olaf Baeker. I'm a CTO and CEO of a Swiss startup company with a local office in Berlin, doing diese da. I would like to talk a bit or explain to you how a new geolocation system creates a base for a combination of Wikipedia-like content creation for maps combined with the financial benefits for the creators, what we currently do not have in current available applications. Okay, what is the situation? Just to remind you, in the market of search engines, we have in general one giant. We have several other search engines that are well known. Parts of them are offering, beside the regular searches, also maps where you can execute searches, but not all of them. And just one figure that you can keep in mind is Google created an advertising revenue in 2012, $43 billion US. Just without comments, just keep it in mind. But what drives me crazy personally, I don't know how you are using search engines. If I enter a certain search term, I get tons of search results. Out of these search results, you use less than 1%, much less. As an example, I have searched for a cafe in Charlottenburg, an area where I live, actually, and I received more than 800,000 results. I'm pretty sure that there are less than 800,000 cafes in Charlottenburg. Usually, I don't know how you use search engines, I use the regular search, the standard. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, I just enter it in the input line and get a list. Some of the results will offer geo-references in terms of part of the map, but most of them don't do it. Even if I open Google Maps or Bing Maps or any other map and I'm searching for the same points of interest, I get still a huge amount of results. For Google I made it and I got, choosing the right part of the map, I received more than 10,000 results. I'm still pretty sure that there are less than 10,000 cafes in this area. Okay, this is one problem. Another problem is that if you are using maps, you have a lot of outdated data, you have a lot of missing data, and you have a lot of wrong data. Why is the big question, and one possible and the main interesting answer for us is that most of the map providers use a central data maintenance. Of course, they are offering meanwhile also distributed possibilities for creating points of interest, but they don't interest the users in keeping on maintaining those data. And they do not offer any other motivation for the users to keep the data up to date. So why shall I spend my time keep the data for Google up to date? I don't have anything from it besides having the data. So here comes our idea in place. We invented an algorithm that allows us to create a net that we put on the surface of the Earth and create, by using this algorithm, equally sized areas that are marked on the slide, as you can see. And the projection of those areas onto the Earth's surface, on the digital map, we call boozes. Every single booz is defined by geo-coordinates that we all know, and they are geographically fixed. They are not movable, so if you have in a certain area a certain booz, it is fixed to a certain geographic location. And using those boozes, this net on top of the Earth, you have introduced a new geolocation system that is easy to use because it is defined just by a number. You start with 1 and it ends up by 500 million. And for further usage, you can just replace the number by a certain name that is usable for you. And this system we use to offer a new kind of web portal where we offer to everybody who is willing to have a valuable search engine based only on a map these areas for lease. This is the one point. So the people stay caretaker of a certain area. I have marked them with a hat. You don't have to wear a hat. It is just for you to get an impression. And we call them boost masters. They are a certain kind of concierge caretaker of this area. Once you have an area under your control, you have paid a certain initial fee, you are able to create points of interest. Preferably where you are living, because you know this area best. You know what is there. We subdivide the points of interest into white objects and yellow objects, where the white objects can be placed for free. It contains some basic information, telephone number, address, the name, and a short description. That is up to you. And for the yellow objects, we come later to it. So you can place it wherever you want. And this makes exactly the second level of responsibility. We have on one hand the caretaker of a certain area, and on the second hand we have a person who creates the objects. So we have two levels of responsibility. Why people should be interested in keeping the data up to date? What is the benefit? On one hand, you have additional possibilities. What is unique also for us, you have the possibility to place news on map. When I read in a newspaper, an online magazine, an interesting article about something, then it is very often that I want to know, where did it happen? I read a story about the hardest run ever for humans, and a certain name in the US. It was even hard to find the place. If I place the news on this particular area, then I know exactly where it is. And I can place also photos, but this is nothing new. It is just an add-on. So what is the benefit, the additional benefit for people working on our platform? If a white object that is for free converts into a yellow object, or a yellow object is created, it means it is an advertising information created. It is an extended basic information. It contains photos, it contains services, it contains values, it contains opening hours and more. Then the person placing this advertisement, extending the information, has to pay an advertising fee. And this advertising fee, we reward to those two kind of people. On one hand, to the caretaker, to the boost master. The boost master will get 70% of these advertising income, and the person who creates the white object will get another 10%. This means both of them are really interested in keeping the data up to date, because nobody is willing to pay for advertisement for incomplete, wrong, or outdated data. So we have two people are really interested in getting and keeping the data up to date. Besides this very easy construct, we have a second one. So if you develop a certain area where that is located, because it depends on whether you have interesting areas where you have a high density of commercial objects or any other objects, then you are able to develop it on your own, create white objects, place news, photos, that this particular area, this particular booth becomes very interesting and beneficial, because yellow objects have to be paid yearly. Yeah? So you have, if you have a certain amount of yellow objects, you have a regular income every year. And the boost master of a certain area is responsible for defining the price for advertisement on his boost. He can say, whoever is willing to place the yellow object on my area has to pay $1,500 a year for advertising. And $1,500 is peanuts compared to what people and companies pay to Google, not understanding how this money is collected at the end. So once this area is developed, you can sell it. You can hand over the control of this area to another one for a price that you define. Another possibility. So altogether, our platform is even not only a platform where you can create geo-referenced data, where you can maintain geo-referenced data. You can create your own business. And beside this, you create your own geographic search engine. Because searches are defined by the part of the map you see, and nothing more. If I want to go to Munich, and I have a hotel near the Marienplatz, I'm not interested in any restaurant that is close by to the airport. I want to know exactly what's around there. And this is defined on one hand by the data that's provided by the user and by the approach that we are offering for searching for these data. This altogether creates a unique combination of Wikipedia-like content creation and financial benefit to the content creator that's currently not existing anywhere. You will benefit from the advertising revenue on the platform. We share the revenue for a big extent, not only for a small extent. And using this new simple geolocation system, we also created a base for a huge amount of applications on top. We do not ourselves invent the wheel again. We use well-known search algorithms. We don't invent them. We just provide a platform that offers the possibility to combine these two components to an approach that would allow to keep geo-referenced data up to date and complete, because people are interested in creating and keeping them up to date. The map as base for Globooz network doesn't matter. We have the network and the objects as separate layers, so the map can easily be changed. So whenever a map is better in terms of quality or performance of the API, we can change it. So you can find, if you want to use it for free, you can use it on Facebook, where we have a play version available, where everybody can use it, try how to do it, what to do, and so on. Yeah. Our slogan, why stop working for Google, just work for yourself.